There has been a lot of buzz surrounding the release of our refreshed residential contract of sale, which serves as the cornerstone for our members' residential real estate transactions. Over the years, Maryland Realtors has invested countless hours, funds, and the expertise of members across our great state in developing this form. That all being said, just like the homes we help our clients buy and sell need remodeling and renovations from time to time, so do our forms, and our residential contract of sale is no exception. In this video, I'm excited to take you through an overview of the final product, which was developed by our Contracts Review Task Force, comprised of some of our most experienced members, in concert with our dedicated statewide forms committee, both supported as always by our in-house legal team. Let's dive in. The first thing you will notice about the residential contract of sale is that it has been reorganized into 7 sections. In previous versions of the form, paragraphs covering anything from deed and title provisions to dispute resolution mechanisms were interspersed throughout the form with no particular method of organization. In creating sections organized by topic area, the Task Force and Statewide Forms Committee achieved their goal of grouping provisions of a similar nature together within the form. For example, all paragraphs related to property inspections and condition are now contained within their very own section. This change will immediately help readers find what they are looking for within the form more quickly, and in turn eliminate the need for you and your clients to hunt for relevant provisions. In reviewing these newly created sections, you will notice that a substantial amount of the content, in particular paragraphs related to statutory and regulatory notices and disclosures, has remained the same. This is because, at Maryland Realtors, our legal affairs and advocacy teams work on your behalf each year to ensure that our forms contain all of the necessary content to bring legal rights and obligations to the attention of your clients. This commitment to legal sufficiency will never change, and accordingly, we have concentrated such provisions within their own sections to make them easier to find and distinguish them from other terms of the residential contract of sale. Now, let's discuss Section 3, Property Condition and Inspections. As part of our remodel of the residential contract of sale, the Task Force and Statewide Forms Committee sought to bring our form closer to a true as-is contract. In this regard, provisions concerning wood-destroying insect inspections were deleted, with the ability to conduct a wood-destroying insect inspection now contained within our new Property Inspections Addendum. To further streamline property condition provisions, inclusions and exclusions, leased items, and utilities are now detailed within a new disclosure form that is designed to become an addendum to the residential contract of sale upon the agreement of the parties. Next, let's review a change contained within Section 6, Transfer of Title and Settlement. Specifically, in all transactions, the language provides that the default is for the buyer and seller to split all transfer and recordation taxes equally. Now, what about when a first-time Maryland homebuyer is a party to a transaction? First, as always, the first-time Maryland homebuyer box beneath the signature lines of the form should be checked to bring this fact to the attention of settlement services providers. Next, in all such transactions, remember that under state law, the state transfer tax owed by the first-time Maryland homebuyer is waived in its entirety, with the seller still owing their portion of the state transfer tax. As for the local recordation and transfer taxes, the contract language states that those charges are still split equally between a first-time Maryland homebuyer and the seller, unless the parties specify a different agreement within the transfer charges paragraph. For example, it may be agreed instead the seller is to pay all local transfer and recordation taxes. Revising this language within the transfer charges paragraph also allows us to retire the first-time Maryland homebuyer transfer and recordation tax addendum, further simplifying our statewide forms library. We encourage you to review this year's Manual of Changes and Practice Tips for a comprehensive review of our new residential contract of sale, as well as other newly released and revised forms available at mdrealtor.org.